My fourth time in the hospital with sepsis could have been my last. So I changed everything and I lost 90 pounds. And I found a new passion, Airsoft. At 40 years old, I decided to start my own YouTube channel. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was determined to learn. From my very first game, I was hooked. I began painting my gear and sharing on YouTube everything I knew. So this is my story of starting over, and it's only the beginning. It's 2:30 in the morning. Most people are asleep right now, but for me, this is where the day starts. Back in December, I was in the hospital with sepsis. It was the fourth time in 4 years. The doctor told me, if you don't make changes, your body might not come out of it next time. That was my wake-up call. I knew right then I had to make a change. Not just for me, but for my family. Walking out this door every morning now feels different, because for a long time, I didn't know if I'd even get mornings like this again. After that last hospital stay, I knew something had to change. On January 1st, I started my weight loss journey, one step at a time, one day at a time. It wasn't easy. I was nearly 90 pounds heavier. Some mornings I wanted to quit, but then I'd remember how I felt in that hospital bed. I'd think of my family, and that was enough to keep me going. Slowly, the weight came off. And by the time it was all said and done, I had lost 90 pounds. As I head home from work, I'm reminded of when I played my first Airsoft game with my boys. From that first game, I was hooked. The adrenaline, the strategy, the laughter. It gave me back something I hadn't felt in years: energy and joy. On April 30th, I turned 40. To be honest, it hit me hard. Midlife. It made me think about where I was and where I wanted to go. But that same day, I found out I had won first place in our worldwide weight loss competition. Out of the entire company, I had lost the most weight. The reward, $1,000. And with that money, I bought my first airsoft gun, the MGC4 Mark III from Airsoft GI. That's when this hobby became a part of my life. As I played more, I started researching how to get better. I spent my free time on YouTube watching gameplay and tutorials. And then it hit me, why not start my own channel? I thought maybe I could document my journey, not as an expert, but as a beginner at 40 years old. Maybe others could learn with me. And then I realized I could take my old passion, customizing Hot Wheels, and bring it into Airsoft. Custom paint jobs, DIY builds, making gear my own, and teaching others along the way. I had no clue how to do YouTube. Thumbnails, banners, editing, it was all new to me. But I dove in anyway. That's how Ops&giggles was born. I'm still learning every day, still figuring out Airsoft, still figuring out YouTube. But one thing I know for sure, 40 is not too old to start over. If I can do it, after 4 hospitalizations, after sepsis, after losing 90 pounds, then so can you. Airsoft gave me back my energy, YouTube gave me back my voice, and both gave me a reason to keep pushing forward. If you made it to the end, thank you for listening to my story. My promise is simple, I'll keep learning, keep creating, and keep sharing every step of this journey. So if you're ready to follow along, hit that subscribe and let's build this journey together. Ops&giggles has only just begun.